All right, so looks like you've really been taking a deep dive into Demon Slayer.
Yeah, I have.
We've got like a stack of your notes here. It seems like you've been busy.
I have been going through a lot.
It looks like you've been digging into everything from like the story and the production to its cultural impact and even some like fun trivia.
Yeah.
So let's see what we can unpack together, shall we?
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Um,
It's fascinating how this anime has like resonated so deeply with audiences worldwide, really.
Yeah.
So where should we begin?
well, I mean, since you've been exploring the story so intensely,
Okay.
let's start with the heart of it all,
All right.
Tanjiro and his journey.
Okay.
What struck you as particularly compelling about his character
Yeah.
and the challenges he faces?
You know, it's interesting. You see a lot of like shonen anime protagonists, right?
Right.
That are driven by revenge.
Mm-hmm.
But Tanjiro's compassion, even towards the demons that he's slaying, really sets him apart.
Yeah.
It's not just about like defeating evil.
Mm-hmm.
It's about understanding it.
Right.
And that just adds this whole other layer of complexity to his quest to cure Nezuko.
You're so right. It's not your typical
Yeah.
black and white good versus evil scenario.
Right.
There's a real sense of like depth and nuance
Mm-hmm.
to the way those themes are explored.
Yeah.
And speaking of nuance,
Okay.
let's talk about the production itself.
Right.
I mean, Photoville's animation is like consistently praised.
Yeah, it is.
But what makes their style so distinct,
Mm-hmm.
especially in Demon Slayer?
I think their attention to detail is incredible.
Yeah.
For instance, if you look at the fight choreography,
Okay.
it's not just these flashy moves.
Right.
Every strike, like, feels purposeful
Mhm.
and connected to the character's emotions.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Remember that scene in episode 19
Oh, yeah.
with the Hinokami Kagura technique?
Yes.
The way they use color and movement to visually represent
Right.
Tanjiro's determination and the fire's power?
Yeah.
It's breathtaking.
It is breathtaking. I get chills just thinking about that scene.
Yeah.
Speaking of leaving audiences breathless,
Yeah.
have you seen how Demon Slayer is doing on IMDb?
Yeah, I have.
It's sitting pretty at 8.6.
Yeah.
And even snagged the 175th spot on their top-rated TV shows list.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
Rightfully so.
Yeah.
Clearly, it's resonated with a global audience.
Yeah.
But that also brings up some interesting points about cultural adaptation.
Yeah.
You've been looking into the changes
Right.
made for the Chinese and South Korean releases, right?
Yes, it's fascinating how certain elements were, like, adjusted
Right.
for different cultural contexts.
Yeah.
Tanjiro's earrings, for example,
Yes.
were altered because of their resemblance to the rising sun flag,
Yes.
which carries, like, heavy historical baggage
Yeah.
in those countries.
It does. It really does. And it's a reminder of how sensitive we need to be when sharing stories
Yeah.
across cultures.
Right?
It almost sparks the debate of, is it censorship or just respect for cultural sensitivity?
Right.
It's tough questions to grapple with.
Tough indeed.
Yeah.
And sometimes those cultural differences even impact release strategies.
Oh, wow.
Did you know that the first 5 episodes of Demon Slayer were actually released as a film initially?
Wow. I did not know that.
Yeah. It even premiered in Tokyo back in March 2019,
Interesting.
almost a full month before the TV series debut.
Wow.
Talk about generating buzz.
Right. It really shows a lot of confidence in the source material.
Yeah.
And that confidence clearly paid off.
Yeah.
But speaking of big releases, we can't forget the Demon Slayer movie.
Mugen Train.
Absolutely crushed box office records.
Yes.
Becoming the highest grossing anime film globally.
It's mind-blowing.
It is.
And it definitely played a huge role
Yeah.
in catapulting Demon Slayer into the global spotlight.
You know, when you think about the story's themes
Yeah.
of family perseverance and
Right.
finding hope amidst tragedy,
Yeah.
it's not surprising it resonates so deeply. I mean, these are universal experiences,
Right.
especially given the challenges people are facing around the world.
You hit the nail on the head.
Yeah,
Demon Slayer offers this sense of catharsis,
it does.
a way to process those difficult emotions.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, the music adds so much to that emotional punch.
Oh, for sure.
Lisa's Garenge, the opening theme,
Yeah.
is iconic.
Oh, it is. It really is.
Yeah.
And it's not just catchy, though.
Right.
Think about how the music underscores those pivotal moments.
Right.
The rising tension before a battle, the sorrow of loss,
Mm-hmm.
the triumph of victory.
Yeah.
The music, arranged by Ryoguchi,
Okay.
it's as much a character in this story as Tanjiro or Nezuko.
Beautifully said. And speaking of characters,
Yes.
did you know the crow that accompanies Tanjiro actually has a name?
No, I did not.
It's Kasugai Crow.
That's interesting.
Little details like that really bring the world to life, don't
They
they?
do, yeah. It makes you feel like you're part of that world,
Hmm.
experiencing it right alongside Tanjiro.
Yeah.
And that's what makes this anime so immersive and unforgettable.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't mind, I kind of want to circle back
Oh,
to this
dear.
idea of Demon Slayer being a global phenomenon.
Okay, let's do it.
It's incredible to see how anime and manga have captured the imagination of people worldwide.
Right.
It's a testament to the power of storytelling, regardless of cultural origin.
Absolutely, but it also begs the question,
Yeah.
how does Demon Slayer stack up against other popular anime?
Yeah.
Like Jujutsu Kaisen or Attack on Titan?
Right.
What makes it stand out in such a crowded genre?
I think they all share some similarities in terms of action and supernatural elements, but Demon Slayer has this very unique blend
Right.
of heart, humor, and those incredible visuals that we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
And it's that combination, I think, that makes it so captivating.
Right.
It's a show that you can watch for the thrilling action,
Yeah.
but you stay for the characters, the relationships, and the emotional journey that it takes you on. You know, it's interesting how Demon Slayer manages to weave in these moments of humor and lightheartedness into such an intense and often heartbreaking narrative.
Right. It's not all doom and gloom.
Yeah, exactly.
The comedic relief, in it, especially from characters like Zetsu and Usuke,
Oh, yeah.
adds another layer, I think, to the show's appeal.
For sure.
It's like a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
In the midst of all the demon-slaying action.
Exactly. Those moments of levity prevent the story from becoming too heavy or overwhelming
Right.
and allow viewers to connect with the characters on a more human level.
Yeah.
It's a brilliant balancing act.
And speaking of those characters, one that really stood out to me was Nezuko.
Oh, yeah.
She's not your typical damsel in distress.
No, not at all.
She's this powerful force grappling with her demonic nature while desperately clinging to her humanity.
Absolutely. Her transformation and struggle are central to the series. And it's a testament to the writer's ability to create, multi-dimensional female characters who defy stereotypes.
Yeah.
And she's strong, she's resilient, and she's fiercely protective of her brother.
I love that about her.
Yeah.
She's definitely not just a sidekick.
No.
She's like a vital part of the story.
She is. She's essential.
Now, I've seen some comparisons between Demon Slayer and other popular anime like Jujutsu Kaisen kind of floating around.
Yeah.
Have you noticed any parallels between the two?
Well, I think both shows
Okay.
feature young protagonists battling supernatural threats and explore themes of friendship and self-sacrifice.
Okay.
But Demon Slayer leans more heavily, I think, on its historical setting, emphasizing the importance of family bonds.
Yeah.
I mean, it's set during the Taisho era in Japan,
Right.
a time of rapid modernization and social change.
Okay.
The demons, in a way, could be seen as a metaphor for the anxieties and uncertainties of that period.
That's an interesting perspective.
Yeah.
So while Jujutsu Kaisen dives deep into the complexities of its magical world, Demon Slayer kind of grounds itself in history.
Right.
And uses those elements to explore,
Exact.
societal shifts and anxiety.
Precisely. And the Demon Slayers, with their adherence to tradition and unwavering courage, represent the human spirit's ability to overcome adversity.
It makes you think about how those historical parallels might resonate with viewers today.
Yeah.
Especially given the turbulent times we live in.
Sure.
It's like Demon Slayer is offering this roadmap for navigating uncertainty and finding strength in tradition and connection.
I think you're onto something there.
Yeah.
It's a reminder that even in the face of overwhelming challenges, the human spirit can endure.
Okay, let's shift gears for a moment.
All right.
And talk about the cultural impact of Demon Slayer.
Okay.
It's not just an anime.
Right.
It's become this global phenomenon, hasn't it?
Absolutely. The popularity of Demon Slayer has exploded beyond the screen.
Right.
I mean, it's spawned merchandise, video games, stage plays, you name it.
Yeah.
It's even inspired fashion trends.
It's remarkable.
It is.
It seems like Demon Slayer has tapped into something universal.
It has.
Resonating with audiences from all walks of life.
It speaks to the power of compelling storytelling, captivating captivating visuals,
Yeah.
and relatable characters.
Right.
Demon Slayer has created this world that just draws viewers in and leaves a lasting impact.
And those captivating visuals are something else.
They're incredible.
I mean, Ufotable truly outdid themselves with the animation.
They did.
It's just stunning.
The fight scenes, in particular,
Okay.
are incredibly impressive.
Yeah.
They're not just visually spectacular.
Right.
They convey the emotional intensity of the battles with their fluid animation and dynamic choreography.
Like you're right there in the thick of the action with the characters.
Yeah.
Feeling every blow and every surge of adrenaline.
Yeah. And that level of immersion is a testament to the skill and artistry of the animators. I mean, they've brought the world of Demon Slayer to life in a way that's both beautiful and thrilling.
Speaking of thrills,
do
you have any, favorite moments or aspects of Demon Slayer that stand out to you?
Apart from the animation and the action sequences, I'm particularly drawn to the exploration of Tanjiro's compassion. I mean, even when faces monstrous demons, he seeks to understand their pain and motivations. It's a powerful message.
It is.
Especially in a world that often feels divided and fueled by anger, you know? It's a testament to the show's nuanced approach to character development. It challenges viewers to look beyond surface appearances and consider the complexities of good and evil.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
It's a reminder that empathy and understanding are essential.
Yes.
Even in the darkest of times. It's amazing how Demon Slayer has impacted not just the anime world, but the manga industry as well.
It really has.
The manga was already a huge success.
Yeah.
Even before the anime adaptation hit the scene.
Oh, for sure. Being serialized in Weekly Shonen Jump, which is one of Japan's most popular manga magazines, gave it this massive platform. It quickly gained a dedicated following.
Yeah.
And the anime's popularity, I mean, it just amplified that success and led to those record-breaking sales figures.
It's a perfect example of synergy, wouldn't you say?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
The anime introduces a whole new audience
to
the story. And then many of them went on to discover the manga.
Exactly.
And dove even deeper into the world.
Absolutely. It's a trend that we're seeing more and more these days. With popular manga series being adapted into anime, live-action film, even video games. But it all starts with a captivating story. And the Demon Slayer manga definitely delivers on that front.
So for those who are curious about the manga, what makes it so captivating? What sets it apart from the anime?
Well, first off, the artwork is phenomenal. Foya Haraguchi's, the author and illustrator, has this unique style that's both dynamic and incredibly detailed. You really feel like you're stepping into the world that they've created.
And the story itself, how does it compare to the anime? Does it offer any unique insight?
It does.
Or expand on certain aspects?
Oh, definitely. The pacing is excellent. It expertly balances those action-packed sequences with moments of character development and emotional depth. It provides a deeper dive into the characters' backstories and motivations, even shedding light on the demon's tragic pasts.
Interesting.
Which adds a whole new layer of complexity to the narrative.
So even for those who have already, experienced the anime, the manga offers a whole new level of depth and understanding.
Absolutely. It's a must-read for any true Demon Slayer fan. It expands on the world building in fascinating ways. And reveals details you won't find anywhere else.
That makes it even more impressive that the Demon Slayer manga has sold over 150 million copies worldwide. Wow. That's a staggering number.
It really is. It's a true testament to the power of the story and how it's resonated with readers across the globe.
As we wrap up our deep dive into Demon Slayer, I have one final question for you.
All right.
What do you think is the ultimate legacy of this franchise? How will it be remembered years from now?
That's a great question. I think Demon Slayer will be remembered as a landmark achievement in anime and manga. Not just for its technical brilliance, but for its ability to connect with audiences on an emotional level. It's a story that transcends cultural boundaries and speaks to the universal human experiences of loss, love, and hope.
Beautifully said. And it's a reminder that great storytelling can touch people from all walks of life.
It can.
Regardless of language or cultural background.
Exactly. Demon Slayer has proven that anime and manga are powerful mediums, capable of reaching a global audience.
Right.
And sparking meaningful conversations.
Well, folks, that brings us to the end of our deep dive into Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba.
It was a good one.
We've covered a lot of ground today, from the gripping story.
We did.
And breathtaking animation to the cultural impact.
Yeah.
And enduring legacy.
It was great.
Of this incredible franchise.
Yeah.
We hope you enjoyed exploring this world with us.
Yeah.
And encourage you to continue your own journey.
Yes.
Into the vast and fascinating realm of anime and manga. There's a whole universe of stories out there waiting to be discovered.